Cool. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the PTonICE Daily Show. Best day of the week, Fitness Athlete Friday. I am Guillermo Contreras, physical therapist in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and a part of the Fitness Athlete team here at the Institute of Clinical Excellence. Thank you for joining me this morning as I discuss the topic of how to prepare for a fitness-forward career. Before we go head first and dive into that, let's dive back a little bit into what courses are coming up in the fitness athlete realm. Live courses in the next, let's say, month or two. We got nothing lined up in April right now, but May 21st and 22nd, we're in Greenville, South Carolina at CrossFit Reaction. And that's it for May. Moving into June, we have June 4th and 5th. We're in Rockville, Maryland. I think that's kind of near DC. We'll be at 202 Strong, Neville Street. I believe there's two different locations there. And then June 18th and 19th in Meridian, Idaho at Rock and Armor Physical Therapy. So not a whole lot out on the road for the fitness athlete team in the next couple months, but head to PTonICE.com. You'll see the ones we do have. We have a few in July. We have a few in August, and then some in September. The rest of the year, we are traveling quite a bit, but April, May just seem to be quiet months for us on the road. Online courses. Essential Foundations, next cohort starts up on June 6th. So if you have not taken or are looking to take the Essential Foundations of Clinical Management of the Fitness Athlete, for next cohort is on June 6th, starting up then. Advanced Concepts, we have one more cohort this year in 2022, and that is starting up on August 15th with Zach and Mitch and Joe. And then lastly, we have ICE Sampler right at the end of this month on April 30th through May 1st, Saturday and Sunday, down in Hendersonville, Tennessee at CrossFit Hendersonville. We have the annual ICE Sampler looking at treatment through the lifespan, right? What does it look like to treat someone who is freshly injured, who's better? What does it look like to go through the older adult realm? A little bit of everything. It's a fantastic weekend. It's a lot of fun. Connect with a lot of really, really like-minded individuals. I think we have about 60 people registered right now, if not more, 60 to 70. So it's a really great weekend, a ton of fun. You see basically all of your ICE favorites are all there, hanging out, having a good time, learning a lot of really good technique strategies, and just connecting with one another and trying to get better as clinicians. So that's what we have on the docket for ICE. Again, head to PTonICE.com to see everything we offer, all the courses, all our live work, and all our online work as well. So the topic at hand today, how to prepare for a fitness-forward career. This topic came to mind after listening to Mitch Babcock's ICE a couple of weeks ago, where he talked about how to help prepare new grads for a fitness-forward skill set in the clinic. In that discussion, he mentioned the idea of joining a gym and even possibly getting your CrossFit L1 and coaching at a gym, and saying that for him, one of his biggest regrets was not joining a CrossFit gym when he was in grad school or before he graduated. And that actually got my mind thinking a lot, because for me, one of the greatest things that I did for myself, not realizing it at the time, it was just something I enjoyed, was actually work in the fitness realm, in the fitness industry. And for me, I think that's one of the biggest pieces of advice I would have. Like, if you have the opportunity, if you're able to, if you're comfortable with it, and even if you're not, one of the best things you can do to prepare to be a fitness forward clinician after graduating from physical therapy school or before even getting into PT school is to get a certification of some sort and begin coaching and teaching and training individuals. Right. The CrossFit L1, it's a hefty price. It's $1,000. When I was 19 years old, like $1,000 was a ton of money to me, right? I was working part-time, trying to make ends meet, pay my tuition, do all these things. And I just couldn't fathom the idea of spending $1,000 on a weekend course. I did, however, at the time, spend like $300 something on the NSCA certified personal trainer certification. Right, that was something I could reasonably see myself spending, save up for, and then get. And to be honest, that $300 whatever investment back in 2010, 2009 maybe, was one of the best things I could have done for myself, especially going into PT school, through PT school, after PT school. There's a lot of reasons for it, right? And again, if you're looking to work with specifically CrossFit athletes and weightlifters, Maybe it is something where you need to be okay with the idea of investing the financial means to be able to get your CrossFit L1 and coach in a CrossFit box and be a part of that community. If you want to work with bodybuilders, weightlifters, and kind of everyone across the realm, I would argue you can go either direction. And then if you want to get into fitness athlete later on, then getting your level 1 if you can. But when we look at the experience you get from being a personal trainer or a group fitness coach or a boot camp management kind of thing, obviously there's going to be bad ones and good ones, right? There's going to be ones who take the time to learn, invest in their knowledge, invest in their skill set, and really get to connect with people in a certain way. And there are people who get the certification and just run people through these 30, 40-minute, let's just burn you down to the ground every single time I see you. But regardless, let's say you are either or, like you're not the ideal one where you're taking the time to learn more and more and more, you still get the experience of working with individuals on throughout the spectrum, right? As a personal trainer, you work as someone seeing young athletes, right? Maybe you're seeing like teenagers. Maybe you're working with older adults. Maybe you do see your 60, 65-year-old, 70-year-old gym members who just want to like get some motivation and work with somebody. Maybe you're also working with middle-aged moms and dads and just 20 to 25-year-old guys or girls who are just like trying to get their feet in the water, trying to like tip, like what's it called? Dip their toe in the water and get an idea for what it is to be healthy, to be fit, to weight train, to get strong, to stay in shape. You see everybody and all fitness levels as well, right? You're not just seeing jack dudes or bros or like really strong women or really fit women. You're working with individuals who maybe have never touched a barbell or a dumbbell or a kettlebell or even like resistance bands before, who've never experienced their heart rate spiking up and down. And just like that experience, when you're in the clinic and you're trying to show someone some fitness forward methods and techniques and getting them sweating, getting them on an assault bike sprinting, getting them doing kettlebell swings or kettlebell deadlifts, they also are across that spectrum: young, old, fit, unfit, healthy, right? Not healthy. You're working with everything. It's a fantastic experience to get that firsthand knowledge of what it's like to work with everyone across that. You learn a lot of tangible things, right? Especially as a coach, as a personal trainer, if you're taking the time to like really master your craft, you learn how to progress and regress individuals. Like, okay, this is what we're doing. Ooh, looks a little bit hard. Let's dial it back this way. Or that looks pretty easy. Let's go ahead and bump that up or make this a little bit more difficult for you. You learn how to use and modify sets, reps, volumes, and intensity to create an actual meaningful stimulus that's going to create change for clients. In the same way that in the clinic, you're going to learn how to use reps, sets, volume, intensity, and even like rest periods, things like that to create meaningful change for your patients. You learn how to coach and teach, right? This is the stuff that maybe in PT school, we don't get a lot of at all. We don't learn really, really good cueing techniques and strategies, right? We learn how to coach and teach individuals, especially if you're looking at like a boot camp class where you have like 6 or 7 people in front of you and, Margaret's got it, Johnny's got it, Roger's got it, but, Stephen and Maggie, I say Maggie twice. Doesn't matter. They're struggling, and the words I'm using are just not doing. Okay, maybe I need to do a visual cue, or maybe I go over and actually put my hand on their shoulder and say, "Hey, this here, I want you to do this." You learn those things a lot more working with individuals, and especially as a student, when you're going through PT school, you don't have the opportunity to do that as much, right? You maybe have your classmates, but when you use cues with your classmates and practicals and such, they get it, so they're gonna like do it for you, right? We're usually never mean to our classmates during a practical, but clients have no idea. If they don't get it, they don't get it, and they're not going to be nice or sugarcoated or be like anything. You have to learn how to use those words, use your contact, use your visual and tactile cues as well. You learn about interpersonal skills, communication, like listening, like really good communication skills, understanding, okay, when this person comes in, I'm not just here for them to work out. They're probably going to vent to me. They're going to tell me some things that are going on. I need to be okay and ready to accept that. Understand this whole person in front of me has got a lot going on. You learn to listen, right? And you learn sales skills, which is a funny thing to talk about in PT, because I know a lot of people go into physical therapy because they don't want to do the business side. They don't want to sell. They don't want to be like that what is it, the cheesy salesman or whatever the saying is, right? Sleazy salesman. But so much of what we do in physical therapy is selling what we do, selling what we offer, selling that we have the knowledge to help our patients get better, selling that we are the right person to help them get out of pain, to move better, selling that this is going to help, like getting stronger, moving more, getting active. This is going to be beneficial for you. And you also learn time management. Understanding that when I have a client come in for a 60-minute session, I've got 60 minutes to get them in there, get them moving, get them warmed up, hit mobility, hit strength, and hit some sort of high-level fitness activity. In PT, it's similar, right? You get in there, we need to assess, see what's going on, recheck asterisk signs. Okay, let's go here, objective exam real quick. Let's get you warmed up, get you going, get you mobile, and then let's get you fired up, get you sweating. All these things translate and transfer over to physical therapy so much more than we imagine, and so much more than I ever realized when I was just personal training, right? I thought that was just a job. It was just something I was doing. But then I got into PT school and you realize, holy cow, like exercise prescription, I get that. Being creative, thinking outside the box, being great, being flexible with the idea of someone comes in and you know what, maybe they're more flared up than I thought they would be, is similar to someone coming in and saying like, you know what, I was on a bender last night. I don't think I can work out as hard today. Like, right, different reasons, but being flexible with the idea of like, I have this game plan in my head. Oh, that's not what's going on. I need to switch gears right away and get them going in a different direction. Another thing that people don't realize is typically as a personal trainer, coach, anything like that, you have to learn to be about it, right? At ICE, we say be about it. If we're going to inspire people to be fit, to be active, to chase physical fitness and wellness and stay away from the sickness realm of the wellness fitness continuum, we need to be about it. And as a coach and personal trainer, right, you don't have to be like this ripped, six-pack, lean individual, but we need to be in a place physically healthy well enough to understand that what we put out there and how we display ourselves is going to convince someone whether they can trust us or work with us or not, typically, right? If you look like someone who's never lifted a weight in your life, or you look like someone who never ran a mile in your life, or you look like someone who is very unhappy to even be in the gym and very uncomfortable, people aren't going to really trust you with their physical fitness. Could argue the same thing with physical therapy at times, right? I've had patients say that, like, oh yeah, like I don't know what that person was doing telling me to exercise. We have to be about it. And that's a great way to learn how to do it, as you demonstrated as a professional an expert in the field, patient room, or in the gym. Okay. All of these help you begin to start work with patients. Right. And I'll finish with this, right? When you are a personal trainer, when you are a CrossFit coach, and you get all the experience, right? Just with that certification or that weekend cert, you go and take an exam, you get that. And you take some time and you learn. And you get all the experience of understanding, okay, in order to get people stronger and fitter and more muscular, I need to do X, Y, and Z. This is what it takes. This is the amount of intensity. This is the amount of weight. This is the amount of load. This is how they need to eat. I understand all these fundamentals. When you have all that as a really strong foundation and an understanding, when you go into the PT clinic, you're probably going to raise an eyebrow at the idea of using a light yellow TheraBand or a 2-pound weight to help someone achieve a goal of getting stronger, of increasing muscle mass, of increasing overall cardiovascular conditioning, of reducing weakness, of improving balance. When you know what it takes and the work that it takes to get someone stronger and in better shape and overall increase hypertrophy in their legs or their shoulders, things like that, you're not going to underdose individuals in that way because you know what it takes. You have firsthand experience working with individuals from 13 to 90 and saying, okay, even though this 90-year-old can't lift 200 pounds, they can still lift 25 pounds, and I don't need to give them a 3-pound weight to do curls and presses with. That's just experience that can't be taken away. And it's super beneficial to know all that. Cool. So that's what I got for you today. Hopefully it's a little bit inspiring. If you've never been a personal trainer or coach, highly recommend you take some time, even just hanging out with one. Learning, again, a lot of the strength and conditioning world translates so well into the physical therapy realm. I think we can all take some time to learn all that stuff. Again, if you're not signed up for Hump Day Hustle and getting those newsletters, we always usually include some articles on strength or hypertrophy or something from the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research as well. So you know we are all on board with that as well. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody. Again, thanks you for tuning in, and we'll catch you Monday morning on the PTonICE Daily Show.